It always hurts to lose. I just, no one's used to losing around here. We don't like it. But told our players in the locker room I thought our effort was tremendous. I am certain that if our effort was that way over the course of this conference season, our record wouldn't be where it is, and that's a hard thing to hear, but it's also, I think, an important lesson. And I also think that we still need to get sharper and grow. And a team like ASU exposes you with that because they were really sharp, and they're veteran, and they they don't let up. So I loved our team's effort. Disappointed that we lost, and think it's a good learning opportunity on a couple of levels of how hard we played and taking the positives from that, but also how we're not quite there with our being sharp enough. But I'll take that effort. We'll be ready for Sunday. I imagine you're going to ask. Christine didn't suit up tonight. That was my decision. She's going to be ready to go on Sunday, and we're all going to be ready to go. And I really appreciated how everyone was into the game today, and I thought it may end up being a really positive thing for us down the road.
Was the decision on Christine a game time decision, or was it before that?
It was not a game time decision.
How did, when you informed the teams you would be playing, how did they respond? Just
Like Cal teams always do, they rally for one another. They focus on the mission and what we're trying to do. Christine's an incredible young woman, and I have no doubt that this is a positive step. Ready for Sunday. She's gonna be ready to go on Sunday. The team's gonna be ready to go on Sunday. Everyone handled it really well.
You had a really strong first half. Like, you started out shooting really, really well, and then also played really well defensively in the second quarter. But I think once again things kind of fell apart in the third quarter. Are you noticing that's a pattern that's coming across games? Are you that's a concern for your team?
So we had pretty much consistent amount of points in every quarter. I don't know that we fell apart in the third quarter. I think ASU turned up the heat like they normally do. I thought Hempen was the difference in the game. She hit a couple shots, and they're so good that if you give them any sort of room or opening, they bust through it. So I think that they were a little bit sharper than us in the third quarter. Didn't feel like we fell apart at any point.
have you considered bringing any walk-ons in or anything like that to bolster the
To like playing games.
I mean, just to,
No.
yeah.
We have a male practice squad that helps us get better every day, so we're practicing against a male practice squad. If I felt like someone walking around the campus could make shots and play defense, I would do that. I don't think that's the answer.
Well, in the third quarter, you had 4 straight points, and you seem to sort of take the momentum and kind of try to get the team back into it. Did you feel like responsibility to do that, or that just come from you?
I think, I definitely did feel a responsibility because I felt like my team was a little down in that coming out of the second half or second quarter that we needed to get to the basket, get to the free throw line, and get a momentum going. So I tried to step up for my team.
Agent Thomas, when she was in the crack over the scoring list there, but I'm not sure where she got the point exactly. But like, do you feel like do you want her scoring the basketball more, and what can you do to get her to score the ball more? Because it seems like right now you kind of need to have four players cracking double digits. What can you do to get her to maybe scoring the ball more and shooting better?
So I think, any coach who has a freshman point guard playing against ASU would be okay with 5 assists and 2 turnovers. I think she did her job tonight, and I thought she distributed the ball, nicely. There are games in which we really need her to score. We can look to her to score. Washington sitting in a zone. She goes 50% from 3. Other games she can loosen up and get to the rim. ASU is very, very physical, and you need your point guard to be able to handle the ball, to be able to get to the paint maybe and score or distribute, to somebody else. And I thought, she handled the pressure well tonight and became more of a distributor. but we're always, 49 points is not going to win you a lot of games. So we need, multiple scoring options, and she's a really capable scorer. But this is the type of game where they're going to switch on balls. They're going to try to take her away. It's maybe finding someone else later in the possession.
And kind of follows your other point right now with Gabby. I mean, she had a solid night tonight. Got a performance 10 points. She just got 3 assists, 6 rebounds. Talk about how just her ability to adjust and come back and play well against a great team. Sending her out and she had 5 games.
Yeah, when Gabby was out, she was working out really hard. I didn't expect to have any, rustiness coming back. She had impacted the game the way that she's able to. She's flying in to get rebounds. She's a big guard that can kind of change the tempo and the look. I thought she had a good, all-around game. We think, Gabby's capable of a lot of really good things with the 3 steals, 3 assists, 10 points, 6, rebounds. She had a really solid night playing 40 minutes against ASU.
Anything else?
Mikayla, can you talk a little bit about Lowe's play today? It seemed like you guys looked for her more, like the interior passes. Is it just a function of knowing that she's going to play more, or that you have more of a chance to practice with her over the course of the week to get more involved?
Well, she was a beast tonight, so we knew that we get her the ball, she would attack and go off and go take any person that was guarding her. I think today she had an extreme amount of confidence, and we love that about her, and we love that to see that for every game. Tonight was her night, and she showed us what she can do, and hopefully she'll continue to play that way, which I know she can. But yeah, she was a beast tonight.
What enabled Kennedy to be so successful tonight? Usually they average more than 11 points in 2 17. What enabled her to kind of go off and dominate the game the way that she did?
She had too many open looks at the three-point line. She's a really good three-point shooter. So some of those she really creates. She moves as well without the ball as any player in our league. I had a chance to be around her quite a bit at USA Basketball, and I saw, I scouted her, no, but I thought against, some of the best players in the country too, she was still doing that in the trials. And here I thought, there were some open looks we gave her that I'll, probably watch the film and say, oh, that was way too easy, a slow to rotate in the zone. But a lot of it is her own ability. The first play of the game, they ran her off of a flare screen and then back to a down screen. I think Kayla was on her. Kayla's lengthy, Kayla's athletic. She moves well without the ball, and she's going to run you off screens, similar. I can remember on our team, maybe not as much at the three-point line, but Leisure did a nice job of sort of cat and mousing and running people off screens. It's hard to defend. So she got open, creating for herself, and then she got open sometimes where we just had breakdowns and let her go.
And then just early thoughts on Arizona. What are you guys going to have to do differently to make sure you get the win this time against them versus last time?
I think that if I didn't show up tomorrow and I just played a loop reel of the last time we played them, and I didn't put in a scout, and I didn't tell them anything I think they would come out and play their asses off, because we're not happy with how we perform down there. Taking nothing away from Arizona. They play really hard. They're super athletic. They killed us on the boards. But I think we've been hungry since we got set foot off the plane to come back to have a do-over with that one. Once in a while, there are games like that. So first thing is just the mentality of our players. Second thing is they killed us on the boards. In Tucson. I thought they did a nice job mixing up their defenses. But more than anything, we're going to have to play harder than we played last time against them.